Hello guys, welcome to Friday Saxophone class for beginners. My name is Dami Sax and today I'll be teaching the basic things you need to know as a beginner. Not only as a beginner, even if you're an advanced saxophonist, there's some basic things you might have forgotten. So I strongly recommend you watch this video to the end. So what is saxophone? If you know, saxophone is a wind instrument that we blow. We have type of saxophone. Basically, we have four. We have a lot of them, but basically we can classify them as four. You know, like the soprano sax, the tenor sax, the alto sax, and the baritone. So all these have different functions. But for today, our concentration will be majorly on the alto sax. Now, this is an example of alto sax. Now, if you want to be a saxophonist, or if you want to learn how to blow sax, the first thing you need to do is to get a saxophone. You cannot do this without a practical aspect of it, which is for you to get a saxophone. Either you're going to buy, or you're going to rent, or you are going to beg for one. Just get by all means, but please don't steal. So after getting your saxophone, the next thing you need to do is to know the part of the sax, how to assemble it. You see, saxophone is a very fragile kind of instrument that you need to treat with care. It comes in part like this, like a bag. You can see it. And always ensure that your sax is lying down in a good position like this, so that it will enable it to rest well. Okay, so when you open the pack, this is what is going to look like. This is what you're going to have. So let's start with how to assemble the sax. Now this is the body of the sax. If I look at, you can see it. This is the body of the sax with the bell. The body of the sax. This place is called the bell. So remove this. This one is meant to absorb the moisture inside it. And while you are blowing, there's some spit that might enter. It's meant to clean it up. So send the body like this. You can see this part is called the thumb rest. Your right thumb rest. And of course, this place, this black place is your left thumb rest. It's meant for you to, put your thumb while you're playing it. The next thing you're going to bring out is your neck strap. This is called neck strap. Neck strap. So you gently put it in your neck. You see? You fit it. And you hook it here in this place. It's meant to hold the weight of the sax so that it helps in holding the weight. And you adjust it. You can see it's so the first part is done. Then the next one you're going to do is to bring out the neck. This one is called the neck of the saxophone. So you bring it out and you unscrew this place. You can see. You unscrew it, then you gently, if it's not going inside, that means this place is tight, so you loosen it and you gradually put it inside so that they all maintain a straight posture like this. Then gently tighten it back. So you're getting there gradually. The next one is to bring out your mouthpiece. This is called mouthpiece. You can see some come in iron, some are in rubber, but this is mouthpiece. And the next one is you bring out your reed. Before putting out your reed, it's always advisable you put it in your mouth. Why do you do that? Gently, because to put moisture into the reed so that it will add moisture on it. Then, so after that, just for a few seconds, like a minute, this part, the flat part of the reed, you gently slide it. Okay, like this reed is not too good. I have another reed here. Let me use this reed. And see, put it in your mouth. You can see this part. So you bring out your reed. Now we have the flat part on this side, so put it like this and you hold it tight. can see, in a position whereby this end and the rubber are in the same level. So that is how to assemble this. You hold it firmly. And this is your ligature. It's called ligature. The function of it is to hold the mouthpiece and the reed. So that's it. So you gently make sure you hold this one. Now, in putting it, this one can shift, no problem. Just does it. Set it back. You can see. Make sure they're in the same position. This place and this place. You can see. And once you have it, gently push it back. Then tighten it. So, because this is one of the important things to know how to fix as a beginner saxophonist. If you can't get this done, you will not be able to bring out good sound from the saxophone. So after this is done, you put the mouthpiece into the neck of your sax. Gradually twist it. Adjust it. So congratulations, you just assemble your sax. Alright, so after that is done, you can see now is in good position. Your right thumb and your thumb rest, you put it at the thumb rest here. The second one at the left thumb rest. The function of it is to help you, adjust and then move the sax so that, while you are playing also it will not injure you. And make sure that your neck strap is in a good position. What I mean in good position is this, like you should be comfortable with it. You don't want to be doing something like this and you are not comfortable, or you do a handbrake like this. So thank you. We are done with step 1, the part of the sax and how to assemble it. Thank you. Now the next one you are going to do is how to produce your first note on the saxophone. Now, whenever you are holding your saxophone, how to hold the saxophone. Let's start with how to hold the saxophone. Now we have the major one is this. If you're holding your saxophone, maintain a good posture. You don't want to bend like this. Sit up straight and you're comfortable with it. Like, look at this now. If I'm doing like this, I'm not comfortable with the sax. So your head should be straight and you adjust the neck strap to a comfortable position. You can see. I don't have to bend like this. I don't have to go down. So when you're holding it like this, you use your thumb rest to support the weight of the sax and also this one. So this is how to hold your saxophone, just like this. Okay, so congratulations, you just learned another tips for holding your saxophone. Now the next one you're going to learn is how to make your first note. How to make your first note. Now, if you want to blow your sax, or when you're blowing a saxophone, we blow warm air. There's a difference between warm air and cold air. You just don't blow like no. There's a way you blow into the saxophone. Now, when you blow like this, you're producing a cool air. For example, how do you know? If you blow like this, in your palm, you see that it's cold air you're blowing. If you're blowing to saxophone, you blow warm air by doing. It comes from your diaphragm. Now, if you do something like this, you notice a warm air is coming from your mouth. You feel it. But if you do like that, it's just cold air. So we want to ensure that we always blow a warm air into the saxophone. You assume there is a kind of ball filled with air inside of your diaphragm, and you release it out. So that is how you blow your saxophone. Now, your mouthpiece, the position of your mouth. How did you blow the saxophone? The next thing you're going to learn is how to work on your embouchure. Now, don't get this grammatic by hearing embouchure. Embouchure is just a French name for mouth position of blowing the saxophone. So you're going to use your front two teeth on top of your mouthpiece, a little bit deeper, like 2.5 inside the mouthpiece here. And you're going to pronounce the letter F. F. Some people said you pronounce something like V, V. But just know a kind of posture like mouth posture like this. Like this place you do it. So imagine I'm calling F, F, F. So your first two teeth will be here. Can it? Please don't bite. Just gently put your teeth like this. F, F. Now you should be careful not to allow air to come in through the two side cheeks here, because what you want to do is you want to produce the air to enter into your saxophone. So do like this. F, F, F. So after that is done, the next thing is to try and blow the saxophone. F. Congratulations, you just make the first blowing of your saxophone. Let's try it again. F, F. This time around, don't let us press anything. Let's do it again. F, F. Congratulations, you just blew the saxophone for the first time. So that is how to make the first blow like this. F. It's not. No. That is not how to do it. F. Gently release lower lip. Because basically this is the major challenge in saxophone. That is how you produce a good note. If you don't get it right, if you have a bad embouchure, your saxophone tone might not be what you expect it to be. So you put that air. Thank you. Right, congratulations, you've been able to learn how to assemble your sax, the parts of the sax, which is the body, the neck, the mouthpiece, how to apply the ligature and the reed and put them in a good positioning, and make sure your reed is wet before you applied it and put it in your mouthpiece. And also how to hold your saxophone. You see, proper positioning of holding saxophone. Then you sit upright whenever you're blowing your saxophone. Then you don't want to make your shoulder look up like this. You relax yourself. You're in a relaxed position. Then also how to make a good embouchure. Embouchure, the mouth position, and how to blow into the saxophone. Then the next thing you see that the saxophone is filled up with different keys. It's an amazing instrument. Everywhere is filled up with keys. And you are tempted. How did they press it? So this is what will be leading us to what we'll be doing in our next class. In our next class, the classification of the keys. We understand how we classify all these keys. Basically, all the keys in saxophone can be classified into 5 groups. We have the floor keys. We have the low keys. We have the side keys. We have the palm keys. And we have the alternate key. So we'll be showing you some of these things in our next class. And also in our next class, we show you how to tongue and some common mistakes you should avoid as a beginner. So thank you. See you next week. But before that, please try and subscribe and on the notification bell so that by next week, while we upload the video, you'll be the first to get notified. Then you can tell your friend to tell their own friends too to subscribe, because this is what we're doing every week, every Friday so that we learn how to blow the saxophone. Thank you.